Story time on how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me that the baby was mine.
You gotta get on birth control. You need the IUD. Don't get your tubes tied.
Just because you decide to be with a big long term, don't mean long term. She got to be a big.
To my iCloud. I went away to cheat, so I went to Jamaica.
And that's Middle Eastern girls born to black guys. My Pakistani parents won't accept him because he's black. Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Story time on how my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me that the baby was mine. Right, you lot were hounding me for this one. You lot took it to the DMs and all sorts. So yeah, I'm just going to share this story. Right, now this was a long time ago. We're talking about 8 years ago. And yes, I do count the years. I met this girl out once. So I was out clubbing, gay clubbing, and started talking to this girl. We exchanged numbers. Now I'm not going to lie, guys. She was fire. Like beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And we got talking. Now, as soon as we started kind of talking, like talking on the phone, the first red flag was she started trauma dumping. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like trauma dumping is a big red flag. And I must say, the level of mental health we're dealing with here is super severe. Like, some of the stuff that she had went through, I'll be real, guys. If it was me, I would have left Earth a long time ago. I'm not going to lie. So please bear that in mind as I tell this story. And it, like, obviously, yeah, the thought process and everything was just all messed up. So we got talking. Now, there was always like sexual chemistry between us. I'm not gonna lie, like it was very strong. But pretty early on, I kind of noticed that, yeah, just she weren't okay, let's just say. And when I had met her, she was actually in a relationship at the time. And you know, like, I don't know if you have any of those friends where you can see how they are in a relationship and you just know you will never go there. Like, you just think, I will never go there. Like, it can't work. And our friendship was very turmoil. You know, we would argue, we'll make up again, argue. And just to give you an idea to the extent of it, like, every time we argued, for example, we won't speak for weeks, sometimes a couple months. And it would always end up in her threatening me. Like, she would always threaten to unalive me. I'm not joking. You know, she would turn up at my house sometimes and, you know, try and pop my tires, try and smash up my yard. Like, she was all over the place. And so our friendship lasted about 2 years before we started dating. So it was on and off, just crazy. And, you know, I used to have this thing called like savior syndrome. Maybe some of you can relate. You know, I've got a big heart. So, you know, I always try to, obviously I'm different now. I can't run that on me now. But, you know, I always try and give people grace. Do you know what I mean? Like, I try and understand where they've come from, you know, and I try not judge their decision makings. You know, I try not judge their decision making, basically. And so, yeah, like I said, she used to threatened my family as well. She was pretty manipulative, and I'm not trying to.
I gotta stop this. Doesn't matter if she wants to be with a guy, girl. I don't care about none of that. Anybody, you're with anybody that's abusive like that, you don't deal with it. I talked about it before in the past. I had that happen in the past. I cut it off immediately. You got to cut it off immediately at the head. That means right when it's starting, you cut it. So they know for sure that's not happening with him. It was wild because girls always thought that I would put my hands on him because I have a mean face. And it's like, no, I would never. Actually, I'm so mean, I won't tolerate you for even putting your hands on me. We're not going any further. And that's, you got to keep it.
I know I done told y'all once, but I'm telling you again. If your tubes aren't tied, don't get them tied. It's 10:30 in the morning. I'm over here feeling like I'm going into labor. I wish I would have known this before I got my tubes tied, or I would have never signed those papers. I mean to tell you guys, like, every 5 to 10 minutes, I feel like I'm having contractions. full-blown contractions is exactly what it feels like. It feels like in an hour I'm gonna push her baby out. That's how bad it hurts. And these contractions that I'm feeling feels like I'm being stabbed. I get sick. I feel like I need to throw up. Do not get your tubes tied. You got to get on birth control. You need the IUD. You just need to be careful. Don't get your tubes tied. And I know everybody's body is different, but I'm telling you, nobody told me any of these symptoms would happen. And I'm here to bring awareness and to let you guys know these are things that could possibly happen, okay? Just don't. I'm giving you a heads up. I'm giving you a warning. I'm trying to be a girl's girl and let y'all know, because I find, oh God, don't get them tied.
Man, I feel bad for her, but they probably don't. They don't tell you. I'm sure they probably don't. But you can look it up online. You can look it up and see the warning signs. And I'm sure that may be one of them. You like when you take one of those pills, say yes, this may happen, that may happen. I'll tell you what happened to me one time. I'll tell you what happened. I took a pill, right? And it said, if you take this pill, you may experience this, and that. I experienced every single one of those symptoms. So I kind of understand what she's talking about. And from there on, I didn't take the pills anymore. But that was a pill. Getting your tubes tied. Oh, man. I'm sure it may subside. I'm not sure. Maybe it's long lasting for someone like her. She has a sensitive body. But I figure after, a little while, your body's going to heal. Your body won't remember that it's tied. Also, it could be a mind effect as well. She's thinking my tubes are tied. So then her brain is really thinking they're tied and backing her system up. I don't know. But yeah, she's having one of those reactions from your tubes being tied. You usually probably don't experience it, but now she's experiencing it. As she said, don't get your tubes tied.
How to make a big lose weight. Look, guys, just because you decide to be with a big long term, don't mean long term she got to be a big. So hear me out. When you out in public, I want you to pay somebody $5 to walk up to her and ask her if she's pregnant. And then pay somebody $10 to walk by her and say, and then pay somebody $15 to go up to her and say, damn, you a big pregnant.
Excuse me? Are you pregnant or just fat?
It'll take the pressure off of you and the weight off of her. Another thing you can do is, when you go on vacation, buy her fat 2 airline seats just for herself.
Yang, why are you staring at my fat pregnant?
The bigger she is, the deeper it'll cut. Another thing you can do is take her on a bunch of activities that fat don't like doing, like beach volleyball or rock climbing or standing up from a seated position. Another thing you can do is, when she gone, narrow all your door frames by 1 foot and watch her try to squeeze through when she come home. Another thing you can do is weaken one of the steps in your house, and when she go up the stairs and she fall through, tell her go lay down, but weaken her bed frame first. Trust me, it'll work. Game is game.
Oh, man, let's do this. Oh, man, but that would work. But the girl's going to know, like, hold up. Why is he doing this to me? It's a lot of love. That's tough love.
Hey, chill. No, don't be looking sad now here. I ain't pull your hair out your. You pull my hair out my head. Don't be sitting there looking all sad now. You see me now putting on their performance because. Oh.
That's wild. But, a guy like that, talking that strong, it gets under a woman's skin. I bet it does. Because he's literally cursing women out to their face. Don't look at me like that because you're a big. Let's keep going.
Hold on. Wait 1 second. Man, I know we're not finna do this. Really?
I'm saying,
You go ahead and go then. Go ahead and go. Chat. I swear to God, my right hand, God, broke my car window. My backseat window. Man. Bro. I swear to chat, I'm finna end the stream, bro. I'm finna end it. What? Man.
Yeah. Man, he probably going through it. Not with just her, but other women too. I'd expect that. I expect it. What he's going through, I expect it. And also, he's being too comical with it, right? Like sometimes you gotta not flip on him, but you gotta show you ain't playing. He comes across like he's playing games. So, but still, you have to lay your foot down and separate. He keeps dealing with him. He probably be like, "Oh, she gave me that crazy loving. She gonna break his car window." And that's probably the same girl that pulled out his dread. Why is she still around? Exactly what I was saying earlier. You got to get rid of the ones that want to get violent right away. Because look at the problems he's in now. Now, if we hear the game is game guys in jail, we know why.
So how much did my divorce cost me? Well, this is a fantastic question. There's direct and there's indirect costs. Direct costs, I lost $106,000 out of my 401k retirement plan I spent 20 years contributing to. Indirect costs, my job, my sobriety, my self-worth, my masculinity, my hope for the future, my ability to trust women again.
Right? She left him financially destitute, mentally destitute. Religion-wise, shouldn't be, though. That was one right there that had me. Like right now is a time you need God more than ever. Right? I'm not trying to preach to nobody, but really, you going through it that bad. These women will make a man go to God. I'm telling you, that's what he needs. He needs that more than ever. Because sometimes that's the only thing that'll get you through.
Cheated on him and came home. He tapped into my iCloud. I went away to cheat, so I went to Jamaica. I had a boyfriend in Jamaica.
She belongs to the streets.
I had a whole man. I was married, but I had a whole man. Every single time I would go, I would just say I was going somewhere else. He knew I didn't want him. I wasn't sleeping with him. He tapped into my iPad, on my iCloud, texting my friend like, oh my gosh, I'm loving it here. I'm in Jamaica. Jamaica's great. It was just like explaining. And he saw that I was there, so he was like, oh, so how's Miami? Because I said I was in Miami. Oh, how's Miami? He didn't say anything.
You told him you're in Miami.
Yeah, I lied. Yeah, I did that a few times. It wasn't like he got down on one knee and we proposed. It was like, oh, you're gonna have to go home soon. I want you to stay. I'm like, bro, let's get married. Why not? But he took it way more seriously than I did.
See that? Sad, man.
Stay away from women that go to Jamaica. If your woman keep going to Jamaica, she's cheating on you. A lot of women like to go to Jamaica to find men. That's the place where a lot of women go to cheat. So if you're a woman or they keep having girls trip every year to the same place, Jamaica, it's safe to say she's cheating on you. Okay? And while she's cheating on you and you're here watching the baby and being a good husband, she's out getting her back blown out by a man in Jamaica. Okay, man? Alright. And stay away from.
Yes. She said it. The only thing with the guy from the past video, he didn't know. She lied and said she was going to Atlanta, Georgia, and was in Jamaica with the next man getting blowed out. And she's about to marry him. Sad but true. So sad, but very true. Since the Middle Eastern guys belong to Latinos, and us Middle Eastern girls belong to black guys.
Shit, we'll accept y'all 100%.
They are coming.
But will Baba accept you?
He said it right. Black guys would accept him 100%, but will Baba accept you? And that's so true. That's so true. And I have a situation right here. Woo! Yes, and right there it says, I've been with my partner for over a year, and my Pakistani parents won't accept him because he's black. The struggles of being raised in a conservative South Asian Muslim household where you're told who you can and can't love sucks, but I'm doing me anyway. And this is what's happening, right? A lot of these women are starting not to care. They're saying, no, you can't tell me I can't have black man. You can't tell me. I'm going to go get me black man. And they're going to get them a black man. But see, a lot of what's happening with those parents, they see us in a certain light. And the lady broke it down too. The lady in Muslim lady. She said it's a lot of situations where that black guy will even be Muslim and the parents still don't accept it. Now, what happens is parents, they get sucked in by TV also by what they hear. And what do you hear a lot of? Black men ain't no good. Black men are doing this. Black men are doing that. And who's half of the people saying that? You have the media. Also, you have our own black woman saying it, right? And so a guy feels hurt because these stereotypes continue to get pushed. And you know what? I say it like this. You with a woman, because a lot of times in that country, in those countries over there, that's going to happen. I really wouldn't suggest a guy to deal with it. You in a situation like that with a woman and you can't be with her because of the parents, you got to go. You got to go. But you're in love. I get it. Some guys stay and do it and don't care what the parents say. If you want to go that way, go that route. And you know what's funny? A lot of guys would still rather go through that than deal with a woman in the West.
Word.
Because they already figured out and understand it's more to life.
This is the way.
Passport, bro. Passport. No. Still going through that, dealing with you.
So he's coming.